What's up, Buttercup? Welcome back to my channel. Today's book tag is the 2025 BookTube Embarrassment Tag. Thank you for tagging me, Kevin, and I'm not sure who created this tag. And I'm just gonna preface this by saying I don't get embarrassed about books or films or TV shows that I like, so this might be short and sweet and maybe boring. I just want to be honest with you. I wrote down the questions, so you can see I'll be looking down a little bit, but I was reviewing the questions and I was like, I'm not spilling a lot of tea. I'm just not. I usually don't, because I don't like spilling the tea. So let's just jump into the first question. A book that someone or something made you feel embarrassed about liking. Nothing, because if something's safe, legal, and consensual, then go for it. Number 2, a book you've wow, I can't read my handwriting. Number 2, a book you're embarrassed about completely missing the point. I can't think of an example. So none. I read a lot of satire, I read above average, how about that, of satirical works, so I think I'm pretty good figuring out what the meaning of a book is. It could be maybe like a classic in the past that I'm not remembering because I don't really read classics, and 9 times out of 10 I don't like the classics. Hot take, but no, I don't. I can't really stand them. So there could have been a point somewhere in the past where I was required to read classics, like in school or in college, and I missed the point? Probably. But I'm not losing sleep over it, honestly. So we're going to number 3. A book you've seen or would be embarrassed about reading in public. I also can't think of an example. I read what I want to read, and if a stranger thinks that's weird, that's not my business. Everyone say this quote with me: a stranger's opinion of you is none of my business. Take that into heart and just live by that. I, for a long time, really cared about other people, even strangers, and their opinion of me. Made me miserable. It makes a lot of people miserable. Live by that saying for like a month and see how well you feel, because if they don't know your real name, they don't know your favorite color, they don't know your birthday, why does it matter? And then also, I'm gonna quote the famous RuPaul: if they don't pay your bills, pay them bitches no mind. Onward to the actual book tag. Instead of spilling tea, I'm just sharing some life lessons. That's where we're at in my life right now. Number 4, a book you'd be embarrassed or hesitant to buy in person. Nothing. I don't embarrass easily. Number 5, a book you've been embarrassed not to like. Nothing, because everyone has different tastes and art is subjective. Number 6, a book cover you find embarrassing. I don't own any type of book that I would feel embarrassed to show people, but hardcore erotica with various kinks, like a door with a gaping vajayjay on the cover, or like a woman half humping a dinosaur, that shit's more funny than embarrassing. I don't read erotica though. I don't even read romance. So half-naked men on the cover, I don't have those books. But even if I did, yeah, I'm reading romance. What are you gonna do about it? Exactly, nothing. I mean, you can like complain, but I'm not gonna hear your complaints because you're a stranger. Or if you're like a family member, also I don't care. It's not affecting you. Anyway, number 7, a book or books you feel embarrassed not to have read. Nothing comes to mind. Number 8, an author or genre you're embarrassed to like or have been embarrassed to like. Nothing. I'm boring. I'm not spilling tea today. Yes, my answers are basically all the same. But, you know, I swore many, many years ago to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. So help me, Albert Einstein. And you can see that here today, people. Number 9, show us or tell us about an embarrassing bookish object that I own. And I don't really own anything like that. Because, yeah, I don't read erotica or romance, but even if I did, I wouldn't find that embarrassing. A bookish object, I got nothing. Also, because my shelves, I'm still in the moving process, my shelves are not fully stocked and decorated. But yeah, I can't think of anything. I guess that's boring. Sorry if you came for hot spiciness. I don't have any for ya. Number 9, what words, sounds, or phrases do you feel embarrassed about overusing on BookTube and or real life? Now, this is a good one. This might have some tea for you all. I stutter and I have brain farts a lot, so that is why I have a lot of edits. But trust me, I write better than I speak. Okay. Oh, the trash people are here. Okay, we're gonna wait, because that's loud. I said trash people, I didn't mean that. See, that's a brain fart. That is a brain fart, as if I was writing that out, I would say garbage men. I said trash people. Oh, it's a real life example of my problems as I speak. Okay, I think they're done. So anyway, where was I? I did take Adderall today, so I should be on top of things, but it takes a while to kick in. Anyway, yeah, so lots of speech impediments, brain farts. The brain farts are because of ADHD, and then also I just have a lot of mental illnesses. As you all probably know. If not, that's a surprise. But all of the mental illnesses come with memory loss as a symptom. It's easier to write than to speak, because I can at least take a little bit of time when I'm writing. So when I'm doing videos, yeah, there are a lot of edits. I totally know that that's a thing, though I haven't had anyone outright say, oh, the editing is a lot, because I'm pretty good at better transitions nowadays. In the very beginning, I was not, but after 7 years, I have figured it out for the most part. And the editing transitions are pretty smooth, unless something's like really messed up and like I can't fix it, but I'm not keeping in that original clip because it's just a hot mess. Yeah, I mean, that happens at least once a week, if not more, depending on what's going on in my life. The more tired and stressed out I am, the more likely I will have brain farts and stutter. So that isn't embarrassing, it's just at a certain point annoying. However, I was in speech therapy from ages 3 years old all the way up to 18 when I graduated high school. And I used to not speak at all. And that's why I was put in speech therapy at 3 years old. And for the longest time, I stuttered way more than I do now, and I couldn't roll my R's. And it took until like 11th and 12th grade for me to roll my R's 95% of the time. And I had a great speech therapist, Mrs. C. Shout out to Mrs. C. Love her. Lost touch with her. I wish I kept in touch with her. But we figured out a way for me to say R instead of W. That's because the roof of my mouth is higher than average, so it takes a long time for my tongue to reach the top of my mouth, and that's why I can't roll my R's as easily, and also because I stutter. I got to the point where I can say R's correctly 95% of the time, and then the other 5% of the time she was just like, you know, sometimes you're just gonna sound like you're from Boston, and that's totally fine. And I'm like, yeah, actually that is totally fine. I'm good with it. 95% is fantastic. And we love to see growth, don't we? Hear me right now, 32 years old, speaking in front of people. Yes, it's edited, though I do lives. I do lives. And then also, talking in real life. I mess up actually more in real life than I do on camera. Don't ask me why, but I do mess up on camera a lot. Hi, the edits, yes. But I do way, way, way better at 32 years old than I did at 3, 10, 18, 25. It has been a journey, but I think it's been a very successful one. And number 10, not a question, it's tagging other booktubers. I'm gonna tag Jen, BookBuds, Alan, Adventures in Literature, Mark, and Elaine. Thank you so much for watching my book tag all about embarrassment. It wasn't that embarrassing because I really don't get embarrassed a lot. That ties into the whole thing of me stuttering and not rolling my R's and sounding like Elmer Fudd and brain farting all the time growing up. That really, if I can go through all of that in elementary, middle school, and high school with all the bullying and come out totally fine, I just don't get embarrassed, So thank you for watching my video. I will be back shortly with more videos, and once again, thank you for stopping by. Read, write, do whatever you need to do for self-care. Bye.